Googling NBA.
As always. I don't know. Do you want to talk about the Spurs game or the Heat game?
I mean, we can talk about both. They were great days.
They were. Honestly, like, just Joel coming. Ever since Joel came back, it's been very, very good vibes.
Dude, now the national, basketball media is starting to catch up to this. They're like, what's going on over here?
Yeah. Everything's like, nobody wants to play the Sixers. And then you have Doc Rivers being like, I really want to play the Sixers.
I hope you do, buddy.
No, I think it was actually, who's the fucking Celtics coach?
Oh, Joe Mazzulla?
Joe Mazzulla. I was going to say Ume Udoka, but that was the last one.
Same style of guy.
That was the Bucks. Yeah,
Same style of guy where they make these big sweeping statements and can't live up to it.
Yeah, they do have like a similar like slimy feel to them. That
Very
I
much
can't really
so.
Describe.
Very much so. It's just different levels, right? Like Joe Mazzulla, he's selling you luxury cars. And Ime Udoka, he's scamming you on a 2013 Honda Civic.
With 250,000 miles.
Yeah, somehow you're paying $1,000 a month for a Honda Civic.
No, that was I don't know. It's weird because the Heat game felt like it mattered a bit more, right? And I guess in the grand context of things it did. But the Spurs game felt insane to watch.
It's like there are two versions on the opposite spectrum of the same thing. In the Jimmy Butler, we are seeing the end of one of the greatest careers of all time. Playing at that level, anyway. He could play for 5 more years if he'd like, but he's not going to be Michael Jordan every single playoff game. At least that was my read on it, and I was talking to a couple Heat fans at work, and they were in mourning.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane to expect that. You know what I mean? Like, he's in his mid-30s. Like, come on now.
You got to get real at some point. Like, if LeBron got real, you have to get real.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think what really sealed the deal for that was them losing to the Pacers last night.
Yeah.
2 points.
It makes that win that we had against them that much more meaningful.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this might actually be representative.
Yeah, this might matter. This might, like, in the games and shit, that might actually matter.
Which is unfortunate, because in my heart of hearts, I wanted us to beat the Heat and then the Heat to beat Boston.
Yeah. That
to me, that's the dream.
That really would be a fairy tale ending.
Unbelievable. Boston first round exit with this team with this win-loss ratio.
I mean, it might still happen that way. Like,
dude,
we're we went from the 8th seed to the 7th seed. Like, nothing has really changed.
No, call me the X-Files, baby. I want to believe.
Yeah,
but
I do love how Maxey increases his season high by 1 point every time.
He's like, I'll make one more shot. It's fine.
Yeah. So.
He also, how long did he play in the Spurs game?
55 minutes or something.
An hour? Yeah. Like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
He really is like a...
But, dude, he willed them to win that. That was just pure fucking will and tenacity that won that game.
I was talking to Danny about this earlier. It was literally unbelievable. I watch... What's his name? Champagne make that random 3-pointer.
Yeah, he used to fucking play for us, too.
Every time, dude. Every fucking time. And they leave and they remember how to shoot. So Champagne makes that 3-pointer. There's 2.7 seconds left on the clock. I'm like, it could not be more over.
Yeah.
And then Maxey makes the best play I've ever seen in my life.
Are you talking about the Batum one?
Yeah, the Batum inbound pass and how he just...
The fake and then ran to the basket.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Faking right, going left, right in the center, just tapping the ball in. Oh, yeah. You see him afterwards, and he's looking up like... he's screaming. He's just turned Super Saiyan.
I think we got to give points to Nick Nurse for that one.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, dude, Nick Nurse, captain, my captain.
Yeah. I mean, he has been grinding Tyrese Maxey down to the bare fucking bone. But, I mean, it's kind of been necessary, so I can't be too mad about it.
If there was a second option at all...
Yeah. What are you going to do? Play DeAnthony Melton?
We are already playing Kelly Oubre 45 minutes a game.
Robert Covington did appear, or at least his Spectre did. He did not play a minute, but he was there in his bright yellow outfit.
It's like the Iron Curtain. The Spectre of Robert Covington is haunting Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I heard Melton got moved to questionable for this next game.
Really? I mean, that would be tight.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Also, we just got fined $100,000 for lying that Embiid wasn't coming back, then having him come back.
That's got to be Embiid, though, right?
Grand?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
come on, it's fucking nothing to them. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
To
Like
these monsters.
Ricky Council makes more than that.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
I felt bad when Oubre got fined $100,000 because he's literally making $2 million. He's the most important guy on the
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
He just lost 10% of his salary or whatever.
Dude, he can't buy a fucking foul call ever since that. But that was
It's
so
over.
funny. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. Your dad's a bitch. Your grandmother's a bitch. Oh, that is so fucking funny.
And then all these horrible Philadelphia jarheads. That is every single referee in the NBA for wokeness reasons or something.
Well, they're all from what the fuck's that?
What's
place?
that town called? Yeah.
That the Office was in.
Yeah.
Stock something. Scranton. Yeah. Fuck you, Scranton.
Dude, Scranton takes, the world makes, baby.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable. Fuck you. Fuck Office Jim. I mean, after that Spurs win, it's almost the thing that makes the most sense. That Malachi Flynn once again scores 50 points after scoring. He went 50 points, 4 points, 4 points. And you see them try, too. They gave Malachi Flynn maybe half an hour plus of playtime that next game. They were like, are you the guy?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I am not. Definitively no.
It would be the game they lose to. The most likely win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this non-Embiid era, that's what it was, right? Didn't we beat the Mavs and the Clippers, but then lose to the Nets and the Hawks or something?
Yeah, we did have like a gentleman's sweep against the Cavs too, without Embiid. So
Yeah, the Cavs thing is... I don't even understand why they're not good. All the math says there should be.
I think it's just a really they're just like a regular season team, but also it's just like a really bad matchup for them. Like the Sixers.
Us? Yeah. I mean, generally, I agree. And also, I guess their guys just don't get along, right? Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland.
I don't know about the politics of that. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, though, I want to get the fuck out of Cleveland as fast as I possibly can.
Getting out of Cleveland is just the correct thing to do. Imagine being the biggest star in Cleveland. It's like, congrats, man.
Yeah,
You're the most popular guy in a town of 100,000.
they still like LeBron more than you.
Yeah, everyone who still lives there is ripping the copper wire out of buildings. Great job. Do you have anything else to say about the Spurs game?
Not really. I mean, it was cool to watch. I felt like I was gonna die the entire time, and then it was over, and I was really happy.
I saw Monkey Man, probably the best movie of the year, and I got out. I could not stop talking about Monkey Man, and I pulled out my phone to watch the Champagne three-pointer, and I was like, "Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me."
Yeah.
You know, getting more irrationally angry than I ever have in my life about sports, which is a great sign.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tyrese Maxey in that two-pointer. Nico Batum in the inbound pass. Turning PJ Tucker into Nico Batum
Is the biggest come up ever.
it's much more important than Harden or any of those other guys even existing. Getting out from under $30 million from a guy who's bad at every aspect of basketball.
Yeah. I don't, and it's nice to just have like a grown ass adult play for this team, you know.
Very much so, and not the Pat Bev kind who's 35 but still swaggy.
No, we have like a white collar dad.
Yes,
That's who Nico Batum is.
He's like, gee, fellas, I don't know if I can play in Philadelphia. The old ball and chain is real angry. Quite like living in the metropolis of the West.
Yeah.
Well, they call it the Paris of Appalachia, baby. Welcome. What other? Oh, here's a fun Sixers question I've been asking people at work to avoid working.
Okay.
What would you pay Mr. Kelly Oubre.
Oh man. I mean, all right. In like a vacuum, I think he's deserving of like say 15 million. But if you give him that, then that takes away from what you could sign, say Paul George or something like that. Not saying that that's going to happen, but you know.
I've been talking to people at work, and 15 was the absolute ceiling of what they said.
Really?
Of what several people
Yeah,
said.
I mean, you know, he's not reliable enough to make upwards of that, but when he's cooking, he's one of the most important players on the team, so.
And you know me, I'm a monster. I don't think we owe anyone anything, but at a certain point.
They got to offer it to him. I can see the Pistons offering him 25 or something fucking retarded like
No,
that.
exactly. But do you go back to being that guy on that team? I think it haunted him. Specifically him, because he's got such a I am the best player who ever lived mindset.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that definitely checks out.
What's the best team that would make him a good offer in your brain?
I think the Lakers would offer him a deal.
Ooh, yeah, that's
I mean, it's anytime we talk about a player, it's like, who would sign them? The Lakers?
a team in California with more money than God.
Yeah.
Either one of them.
That checks out. Yeah, I mean, really, it would be the Lakers, I guess.
They're in an interesting position. At this upcoming trade deadline, they will have 3 first-round picks, and they've elevated actually a couple of role players. You know, you could argue Austin Reeves or Rui Hachimura are at this point worth a pick, maybe a second, but maybe a first, a bad first, one of those Knicks first.
But who are you getting?
That's the question, right? Well, what if you're Donovan Mitchell?
Well, he could just go there in free agency, right? Not this year. Isn't he has like a player option next year?
He's got a player option people are presuming he will not take, except for the owner who's going on TV and he's like, he's definitely going to take it.
Of course.
He loves Cleveland.
Yeah.
He loves copper wire.
But yeah, so I mean, I think Donovan Mitchell, like, they would just wait until they could get him in free agency. Because, I mean, the whole, even LeBron seems like it's kind of up in the air whether he stays with them because of the Bronny bullshit. You
The
know.
Bronny bullshit does put everything in a... Oh, we didn't talk about Bronny. That's a great topic.
Yeah.
4 points a game. The king. I know it's college basketball, but come the fuck on.
Oh, yeah.
But also, let's talk about the general state of the draft, right? And everyone's saying doesn't look like anyone great is in it. You know, no one actually knows till it starts. Jokic went, 43rd or something?
Yeah, I think a bit later, 45th maybe.
Yeah, famously, it didn't occur on live television. It was a scroll across the bottom of the screen during a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's...
Are you joking?
I am not. That is a real thing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I mean, nobody fucking...
You never fucking know. Tyrese Maxey went 21st.
Yeah.
Precious Achua.
To be fair, like Tyrese going 21st is kind of crazy. Jokic going 45th or wherever the fuck he is absolutely like borderline unheard of.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But, it says something, right? Honestly, it says the same thing that I kind of think due to the Kelly Oubre saga of everyone saying, yeah, this guy sucks. He cares too much about winning and being pretty. And it's like, no, you must love winning and being pretty.
Why don't you want to win?
No, exactly. It comes back to the same thing where it's like front of house of actually every single NBA franchise washed. All these old men not actually knowing what to look for and getting offended at younger people being young people. Like every old man in the history of the world does.
Yeah.
And they just see kids and they're like, oh, all this rap music. Oh, no. Yeah, it's just like these fucking, they don't even know they're racist. It's like so part of them
Yeah.
that they can't figure out how to live. They can't figure out what any guy is actually worth. They don't know who's actually a personality problem.
Yeah, I don't know. And all that shit just seems so high school. It's like, oh, he has a personality problem. It's like, motherfucker, do you want to sell tickets and win games, or are you judging him on merit? Like, what the fuck is this?
I know, and that's my whole thing as well, right? With all the vets, I'm like, It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like,
None of
are
these-
you a school counselor? Like,
Yeah.
what
None
the
of
fuck
these
is
young
this?
guys outscoring fucking Pat Bev would listen to a goddamn word he has to say. Or at least I'd hope so.
Pat Bev? I don't know.
Not literally him, but, my example of just like a guy who they're like, well, he's great in the locker room. He's a locker room leader vet, and that's what you need or whatever.
Yeah.
And, maybe if it's your first year and you're Ja Morant, fine.
Sure.
Anyone else, it's like, it's pretty clear what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of disagree a little bit. Like, I do think the vet thing does matter. Like, because it just teaches you, like, how to be a fucking adult. You know what I mean? Like, I think.
No, that's definitely the dynamic. I don't believe, like, in an all-rookie team or whatever. But I think every now and then a vet will be greatly overvalued because
Pat
of this
Bev
perception.
is absolutely that.
Yeah,
for sure.
perennially. The one I'm most mad about.
Yeah.
Or not even mad, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Fuck
we.
you.
I was gonna say we got a vet that is even older but somehow better in Kyle Lowry. So
No, exactly. We got campaign for nothing, and he's actually who Buddy Hield is.
but I mean, the thing with Kyle Lowry is he actually accomplished something. So there are some things that he in his career it was better at than Tyrese.
Oh, no doubt. And
so it's in that metric, that's very valuable.
it's the same thing with the Harden thing, right? It's just
Sure.
because Tyrese is he's like an anime protagonist in one of those horrible isekais where you get sent to another world and you're the strongest guy and you just keep leveling up with
Yeah.
every guy you meet.
Sure,
That's who
yeah.
Tyrese is.
Yeah, he is always every season he has a new sensei.
Yeah, he's a goddamn chameleon. He trains with LeBron. He just learns from all of the best players and absorbs aspects of their games in interesting and new ways.
Yeah.
And so goes the buzzsaw. Well, this happens every time we record Boomer Death Squad. Let's see what happens this time.
How long does it usually last?
Totally depends.
Oh, really?
You never know.
Could be an hour. Could be 10 seconds.
Really? Well, I guess we might as well chop up some bodies while it's running.
The chipper. All right. Okay, there we go. The chipper. Our new segment.
We reassemble dead Sixers players like Robert Covington.
Oh, I like that, actually. That's a way better idea than I had, which was, who's going to China? Who's Wash? Who's a Guangdong Tiger? Let's
PJ Tucker for sure.
almost certainly. Oh my God, the Mavericks were like, yeah, this is a win now move. They are winning for the moment, right?
Oh, yeah.
They figured it out for the second. it's Mickey Mouse. It's fake.
It's always, but how many times a fucking season do we go through this with them?
Literally.
It's like, oh, they finally figured out Kyrie and Luka. They finally figured it out, and then they go on a 10-game losing streak, and it's like, all right, well, this is fucking familiar.
Exactly. I'm a Kyrie guy. We need Joel to convert to Islam and recruit Kyrie.
Kyrie and Joel would be the most evil duo on the planet.
Kyrie. Okay, okay. Here we go. My evil team.
Okay.
Kyrie, Joel, Kyle Lowry,
Uh-huh.
fucking. Who else is evil? Kelly Oubre. All my favorite evil players uniting to ruin and I guess Draymond Green or something.
I'm seeing the vision.
You
You
see the vision. Not only are we beating basketball teams, we're beating them up afterwards. We're going to the parking lot and breaking their legs.
Yeah, we're just curb stomping the competition.
Exactly.
We cannot let Joel watch Kyrie's video. We can't let him watch his documentary.
What?
The McDonald's children documentary.
Joel probably believes that, but thinks it's a good thing. I don't know. He's a complicated man. He's like, well, it's just the cost of doing business at a certain point, Kyrie. You got to understand that.
You're right.
I love all the people complaining they didn't play for France. That's literally the most evil thing in the world. They're like, well, France rightly conquered Cameroon from the German Empire in World War I, and therefore Joel Embiid is a Frenchman.
Him playing for Cameroon makes sense. Him playing for his former oppressors doesn't really.
A country
jive
he's
with
never
me.
lived in.
Yeah.
A country, it's ridiculous.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's stupid.
But it's just like French people that now care about the NBA because of Victor Wembanyama being like, I want my team to be even better.
So they're dreamcasting the Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert, and Embiid.
That sounds like a horrible fucking lineup. I'm sorry.
It's
but
something only the Frenchmen can come up
You
with.
have 3 guys that play the same fucking
Yeah, wow,
position.
3 centers.
Three giant men. Yeah.
Literally.
Imagine those call-outs.
Yeah,
Throw Pascal in there too. That way you can have 4 fucking 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever guys all standing around trying to do the same fucking thing.
at least Pascal has like a French. I guess Joel's French too. God damn them.
Embiid. Beats me.
And beats me.
And beats me. Joel and beats me.
Yeah, I don't know. Him playing for America means, I'll be more inclined to watch it, but I'm probably going to watch it anyway just because I'm a weird old man who cares about sports now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The only time you can really feel good about being an American.
It's funny how it seems like a travesty anytime the USA doesn't win a gold medal.
Yeah, it's
you know what I
ridiculous.
mean? It's like, come on, you don't have to win all of them.
We are the most obese society in the world and also a Spartan society. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. If he wasn't going to play for America, like a weird, spunky Cameroonian team led by him and Pascal would be pretty fucking cool to watch.
Yeah.
Also, Pascal hasn't technically signed that next season yet.
I don't want Pascal.
I don't know. I don't know who else we'll get.
I don't know. It's
I'd rather convince OG Anunoby that Tibbs is the devil.
yeah.
What about the games of tomorrow? We've been so focused on the past. What happens when Malachi Flynn gets 100 points tomorrow against the Sixers?
I shoot myself.
Correct. Suicide pact between us and our 30 listeners.
Yes. 5 of which are just me.
Yeah, exactly. Me listening to my own voice. What else? Pacers Raptors. Well, Pacers are... I guess they beat the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, they're just one of those teams that sometimes they beat the best team in the NBA, sometimes they lose to the Wizards,
Very much a happy to be here team.
Yeah.
Versus the Raptors, who are not even a basketball team. Although they have Kelly Olynyk for... Oh my god.
They blew it up but got nothing in return. That was the most insane.
They traded first round picks for a backup center and made him their starter. It's mental behavior.
I don't know. That team might be more frustrating than the Bulls.
Literally, they only exist now to harm Nick Nurse. They're like, we're spending it all to get the only guy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there was supposed to be another guy if the Bulls weren't, again, just happy to be here.
No.
Be a great name for an NBA documentary about the lower tier teams.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly. And how they win nothing, it buys them nothing, and they lose good picks.
Yeah.
But they get this weird sense of pride in losing in the first round to a decent team.
And then even when they trade their good players, it's like they get fucking second round picks for them when it's like they could have gotten first rounders if they did it 2 months ahead of time.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Depending on how the Caruso thing goes is very much going to tell that tale.
Dude, I think he's going to go for 3 seconds.
Yep, me too.
That's what my money's
That was
on.
the exact number I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay, what else? Mavericks Hornets.
Mavericks Hornets. If the Mavericks don't win that game, it'll be really funny because then everybody will say Kyrie and Luka will never work, despite the fact that we just talked about how they're definitely figuring it out this time.
Yeah. The Mavericks cycle is nice. It's like the Sixers cycle, but it happens every 2 weeks.
That's true, but only Sixers fans are the ones saying that they figured it out this time.
Yeah. Well, once Luka converts to Islam and knowingly recites the Shada from memory, then they can win a championship. But yeah, you'd hope they beat the Hornets. Heat Hawks.
God, I hope the Hawks win that game.
That'd be very funny. Old man buckets. Just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I heard Trey Murphy is coming back to the Hawks.
Trey Murphy?
Or Trey Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Trey Murphy? That sounds like a real
Trey
person.
Murphy the third is like a guy. I don't remember on
okay.
which team, as I've had several drinks.
He exists somewhere.
He exists somewhere in the periphery. Who cares? Interesting thing, Hawks are worse with him for some reason.
Yeah, because he's a fucking midget that doesn't play defense.
Very much so.
That's why.
You're going to be short.
Dan,
You better...
you're going to have to cut the midget, because I think you get canceled for saying that now.
I disagree. Midget's a good thing.
Okay.
Midget's a good thing.
That's-
We're going to...
That's fair.
Welcome to the #1 anti-woke podcast about the Sixers. That's a great niche for us to try and carve out real quick.
Yeah. The world needs an offensive Sixers podcast.
We just only talk about all the white guys we should trade for. Austin Reeves has good fundamentals.
To be fair, I was a Kelly Olynyk guy, so I was ahead of schedule.
He was Irish. It doesn't count.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah, Heat, Hawks. Hawks, please defeat the Heat and give me a good chuckle. Celtics, Bucks.
Celtics, Bucks.
The girls are having a mid-off. I'm kidding. Of course, the Celtics are going to eat them.
I was going to say, I think everybody's money's probably on the Celtics that game, but...
Yeah, it's cool that the Bucks are a -500 team with Doc Rivers. Seems impossible.
Yeah, I think they've played like 15 less games and have this half as many wins.
Yeah, yes, exactly that. That is the ratio.
Yeah.
And to do the math, they did just lose to the Knicks.
Who? The Bucks?
Yes. Which,
Yeah.
well, the Knicks are, in my heart anyway, a contender.
Sure.
So
I think they're a great playoff team.
Yeah.
I think they're just shy of contention.
Yeah, I don't think they have a chance against Denver, to be fair. But I think they're a problem in the East for us, at least.
Absolutely.
But that being said, the Bucks, previous to that, they lost 3 more games against the Raptors, Grizzlies, and Wizards.
Yeah. Oof.
They lost to only Kelly Olynyk. They lost to a team of guys on 10-day contracts.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Washington Generals, basically, a team designed to lose.
Yeah.
Krusty the Clown lost all of his money because he thought they were due, folks. How stupid are we?
When does Dame's contract expire?
That's a great question. Because
Not soon enough, if you ask him.
yeah, absolutely. Have you heard him talk about it? He's like, yeah, it's really isolating.
Yeah,
place.
yeah. He also said something else about them just like being kind of losers right now. I forget exactly what he said though.
I googled Dame Lillard instead of Damian Lillard.
You're so cool, Joe.
I know.
You're such a hooper.
I'm proving my anti-woke both feeds. Okay, so 26. He's signed until 26-27.
Damn. So he's gonna be like borderline retiring with the fucking Bucks.
Damn. Well, you know.
How old is he? He's 34, right?
Yeah.
So.
26-27. What's it right now? 23-24?
Yeah. So that's 3 years. So he'll be like 37.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The Heat are insane, but are they suicidal?
The Heat?
Well, in terms of that's the place he wanted to go.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, kind of. I guess. I don't. I thought that made more sense than the Bucks because defensively, the Bucks were only really good, like from a perimeter standpoint, because of Drew Holiday, and then getting Dame instead kind of just made the whole thing fucking collapse.
Absolutely.
But the Heat at least have Jimmy Butler, who's a great perimeter defender. And they have Bam, who's a great interior defender. So, to me, I think that would make more sense. But them's the breaks, brother.
No, certainly. And, they'd much rather a guy who can shoot and, to some degree, facilitate than... Who are they running? I guess Tyler Hero?
Terry Rozier.
Yeah. And Rozier had, again, 4 points yesterday against the... Pacers.
Nice.
Famously the best defense in the league, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
They're always going to shut you down.
Yeah.
Why does Indiana have a team?
they've like always had one, and it doesn't make it's like the like basketball was born here or something. Fuck yeah, I don't know.
Basketball's from Canada.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Just during the All-Star
Yeah,
game,
I don't
was
recognize that.
No, I don't believe that.
You know what? It doesn't matter. If we're looking on like a 50, 60-year time frame, we're annexing Canada. We want that soft timber. We want that oil. Basketball is going to be American one way or the other, baby.
Yeah. We call Young Dan.
We calling Young Dan.
Sure. Do we want to just call him on my phone, put it on speaker, and set it in front of your microphone? So where's your speaker at, specifically?
It's probably down at the
Right
bottom,
there.
right?
Two speakers right there pointing at your phone.
The center.
And I'll put it on speaker, of course. And then, all right.
This is gonna
Here,
be
here,
so
here.
scuffed. I love it.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call party is temporarily unavailable.
That rules. I hope he like didn't pay his phone bill. I hope that's
Got a
what.
different
I
phone
hope
now.
that's what.
Snapchat.
Yeah, you're right. Because Snapchat is how I normally talk to him, actually.
Put that in the fucking
Yes,
He
absolutely.
might work at night.
He works at night.
He might. There we go.
I imagine he's like a logger.
All right, folks. This is our first call-in segment where
We call in because nobody wants to fucking talk to us.
Yeah, it's a new radio thing where you'll hear this guy not pick up, and he really should be picking up.
He's got nothing to do right now.
Nothing at
I
all.
want to talk about basketball. Ooh.
Damn, Joe.
Alas. Well, folks, that's the end of our first call-in segment. We'll try it again one day.
If he calls back.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Oh,
Oh,
no
shit.
way.
He's calling.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is an actual call-in.
Yo, what's up, Dan? You free right now?
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing. We're talking basketball. I wanted to get you involved in the conversation.
Oh, yeah, I'm down.
Okay, beast.
Playing Grand Theft Auto.
Sweet.
Yeah, Maxey just dropped fucking 52 last night. That was crazy.
That was delicious. It was...
Like, not that, like, I don't like a great, efficient 50-point game, but the fact that he started, like, really slow in like, the first half and was missing shit, but he stayed aggressive because he knew that it's the only way we were winning that game.
Absolutely. The way that his shots weren't falling in the beginning, and he did not let that deter him. He was like, I will put the ball in the basket every goddamn time I have to.
Yeah, and like I was listening to somebody talk about it, and they made a point that like they think Nick Nurse might have even said something like, I get that you want to be the point guard and you want to get everybody involved, but at the end of the day, without Embiid here, like this is the best way to win the game, and we kind of need to win these games.
Yeah, you're the guy. If he's not here, sometimes just don't pass.
Yeah, and it's not like the last couple of months where we've been asking Maxey to win all of these games. Like, if he's just out for this back-to-back.
That's the most beautiful part of the way this season's shaking out, and that Maxey's had to play against... He's the top of every team scouting report for the last, like, month or two.
Yeah, and that's allowed Oubre to kind of get a little bit more room.
Back-to-back games with 5 assists.
Yo, Dan, do you think
Yeah,
we
like-
re-sign Oubre?
Oubre is... Fuck Paul George. I do not want
My man.
You don't like Paul George?
No, I fucking hate... Paul George is a playoff choker.
Unlike Kelly Oubre, who has no playoff experience.
I mean...
Kelly...
Yeah, but Kelly Oubre is also a lot... If we re-sign Kelly Oubre instead of fucking going after Paul George, have Kelly Oubre as the number 3, we can get a lot more depth, and we're not as top-heavy, which is always our problem.
So who are we getting for death pieces if we re-sign? What? All right, first of all, what are we paying Kelly Oubre?
The best question.
Yes.
I'm talking about this all day.
I don't know. Not a vet minimum.
Well, okay, well that's vague.
One asshole at my job said vet minimum.
Like, I don't know, like, if you look at teams like Boston and Milwaukee, like, they have deep benches. They have those guys that, like, you don't know their names until they go to a Milwaukee and a Boston, and they're on a team with a good bench.
Well, the thing would be that Milwaukee, Doc Rivers doesn't know their names either, and they will not play.
Dan, I feel like you're giving me a politician's response. I want a fucking number.
Like,
Names.
Campaign's the first, like, good bench player we've had in years.
Uh-huh.
I agree, dude. I am campaign. It was a joke at first, but...
No, like, the fact that we got Campaign for Patrick Beverly is fucking insane.
And a
Yeah,
pick, a
I
second-round
agree, I
pick, but losing a second-round pick...
And room to sign Kyle Lowry.
Unbelievable. Literally.
Yeah, like, you look at, as much as I hate this guy, he's a good bench player. Grayson Allen is a dirty player, but that guy's great coming off the bench.
He is a dirty white man, for sure.
White devil.
But, like, you look at players like, what's another good example? We played the Heat the other night. They have another, fucking Kevin Love coming off the bench is crazy.
I'll give you that. All right, so, but what you want is to sign Kelly Oubre for $15 million and to sign a bunch of no-names or has-beens.
If there's one thing about Dan, he loves an old guy.
Jack, Paul, no. I'm saying I don't know the names that we should, I'm saying we shouldn't get Paul George because he's fucking old. He's a has-been, and I'm not...
But
Paul
Kevin
George.
Love is in his prime? Is that what the fuck you're trying to tell me?
I'm not saying Kevin Love's in his prime, but like he's a good bench piece. I'm saying we need guys like that. We need a guy that can get 11 rebounds off the bench.
I don't know if that
Kevin Love
guy's
did that
in the
other
NBA.
night against us.
We should sign DeMarcus Cousins. I agree.
Yeah, who's your guy?
Like,
Young Dan,
did
you're
you see
you're
the
hunting
Suns just signed Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas?
Really?
Yeah.
How fucking old is he?
No, I mean he's got to be. Hold on.
He's
gotta be,
65 years old.
Late. No,
He played with Wilt.
other Isaiah.
30. Oh no! The other Isaiah Thomas, not the Pistons Isaiah
Yeah,
Thomas.
the
I'm talking
Celtics
about
one.
the one that the Celtics ruined. He's about 35.
35. Ruined. You know, Dan, they have a habit of doing that. They did it to Kyrie, if you ask me.
No, I disagree. He's better now.
I'm just kidding.
As much as I hate Boston, like.
Oh, Kyrie ruined Kyrie, if we're being real. But that's it.
I mean, Kyrie's having a renaissance right now.
Kyrie's the best. I am a Kyrie supporter. I stand with my
All right.
Janissary.
You and your flat Earth brethren can go somewhere else. This is a round Earth.
The ball is flat, and that's why Kyrie can shoot it like that.
Yeah, like, who do you guys value in the West right now? Who do you think's the biggest threat to the Nuggets?
That's fun.
Fucking no one. Like,
So I used to feel like the Clippers were, but did you hear about this Kawhi thing? Is he dead? Did his leg explode?
I think this is an asterisk choice, but like, if Karl Anthony Towns comes back, I think the Timberwolves could. But other than that, probably OKC's probably the best bet, but they're too young.
It's so funny what's happening with the Timberwolves management, where that guy like ripped off A-Rod, who also did not have enough money to buy the team. It's the perfect like 1-2 of morons ruining a mid-tier franchise having a renaissance.
Another thing is like, you're gonna tell me I'm crazy. I
Okay.
think the Lakers could make a run.
Please.
The Lakers run? We were just talking about the inevitable Lakers-Pacers finals.
Dan, no, but do you think the Lakers or the Warriors win? in the play-in or
Lakers,
series.
The
Yeah.
Lakers, and it's not close.
All right, well, we're on the same page. I was expecting this to be a heated debate.
What? I don't think I'm on the same page as you guys. Not close. Like, it's got to go
Okay,
6
that's
games.
fair.
Come on. Like,
Well, they're playing in the play-in, so it's like one game.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Who do I trust in one game? LeBron and Anthony Davis, 100%.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you're a huge Spencer Dinwiddie guy.
No. I think I thought Spencer Dinwiddie was overrated when he was still in Dallas.
It's the right take after, that whole arc.
All right, Dan, I want to ask you something. What are the odds that Tyrese Maxey wins an MVP throughout his career?
Higher than Jason Tatum's.
That's spicy, and I love it.
I agree completely.
Like, Jason Tatum being like 4th in MVP odds is so like disrespectful to
Dude,
like a lot of players.
And he cried his way to get to 4th.
I hate when players on stacked teams like that win MVPs. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're done with Bill Russell's.
That's the whole reason. LeBron 100% was the best player in basketball in 2012. But they didn't give it to him. They gave it to Derrick Rose because LeBron was the fucking villain of the league.
I like when they do that and give like a weird guy MVP, like the Andre Iguodala Finals MVP. That's cool.
When Russ won MVP, the OKC Thunder was like the fucking 8th seed. But Russ was averaging a triple-double. Like, he was the only reason they weren't even relevant.
I mean, you could even argue that there's 2 MVPs Nash won. They should have gone to Shaq. So, I mean...
Everyone says that, but there's no actual validity to that argument.
Whoa, boy. Why is that? You think Steve Nash
okay.
is more valuable to anybody than Shaq?
No. I'm not saying Steve Nash should have gotten both of them, but Shaq was only in one of those races. The other one, he was like not even top 10. Shaq just like says that, and everyone agrees with him.
Well, because it's fucking Shaq.
But like, don't get me wrong. I get the first one. Honestly, Dwayne Wade should have won, I think, the second year. Dwayne Wade not having an MVP is crazy to me.
Honestly, you know what, Dan? I'll give you that. I would rather Dwayne Wade have one of those than Steve Nash have 2 of those.
Yeah, like think about Dwight Howard never won an MVP. That's also insane.
I don't know. I love Dwight. I think he should be a Hall of Famer, but I don't know if he was ever like the best player in the NBA or the most valuable.
The year the Magic went to the finals, like who the fuck else was on that team? Like JJ Redick.
Yeah, but didn't they get fucking demolished?
They went to the finals.
We haven't been there since 2001. I'll give you that.
But they're not giving Jimmy Butler an MVP, and he went to the finals last year.
They gave AI an MVP.
He won the fucking scoring title, and he had several scoring titles, and he was a steals leader.
I don't think he wasn't. He was a steals leader later.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. But still, do you think Dwight Howard and Allen Iverson are the same like tier of player? That's asinine.
No, not even. No, but as far as like the single year goes, like that Dwight Howard's season was really good that year.
What did he do? Average 12 rebounds a game?
I don't know. Let me pull it up. Actually, I don't know, like off the top of my fucking head.
Yeah. Wait, did Dwight Howard ever get a ring?
No.
So you could argue
he never got a ring.
So to be devil's advocate.
Yes, he did.
Oh shit! 2020 with the Lakers, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah. He won a ring as Anthony Davis's backup. It's so funny because Kobe fucking hated Dwight Howard. demanded the Lakers get rid of him. And then Kobe dies, and Dwight Howard goes to the Lakers and wins a ring.
That rules. So. I feel. Does Kobe hate him just because Shaq hated him?
No, Kobe hated him because he was fucking lazy.
Wow. Okay.
I love when
wait, do you have more insight on that? Why was he lazy?
No, I mean, it's more of it than just that. I've watched videos on it.
Okay, can you send me those
Kobe
videos?
hated anyone that didn't have that Mamba fucking mentality.
It's great that you're quoting 2K power-ups. No, I know what you mean, though. He was, that guy when it comes to... I don't know. Didn't he, hit someone for not taking training seriously? Was it Dwight Howard he hit?
He called Dwight Howard soft and called him a teddy bear one time.
All right, well, to be fair, Joel did that to Ben Simmons, so...
And he was right.
Yeah, but did Ben Simmons have a ring?
I don't think Ben Simmons can even...
he doesn't have a back, apparently.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know if he doesn't have a back, folks, but he certainly does not have a spine.
Oh.
Let's go, baby.
Bro, did you hear what Shaq said the other day?
What'd he say?
He's like, Ben Simmons got to tell me how he makes $500 million, but playing 50 games in 4 years.
I love when old guys talk about basketball in terms of salaries because you can see they're like, I made fucking $10 to play.
I made that in my entire career.
Yeah, I am goddamn Shaquille O'Neal.
I made the federal minimum wage.
Yeah, exactly. Jerry West basically did.
Shaq actually did make a lot of money in his career, though.
Well, duh.
Shaq has more. Shaq somehow has more endorsements than teams he played for.
No, yeah, that makes sense,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Yeah, did you see that he hired AI to be his vice president of Reebok because AI spent all his money or something?
The Sixers also gave him a fake job.
Part of Reebok since the beginning. AI.
Yeah, but now he's
Reebok shoes.
now he's the vice president. He has an office job despite not knowing how to use Excel.
The Allen Iverson fucking Reebok shoes still sell. Those shits are still very popular.
Yeah, you're right. And the thing about the AI Reebok thing is he got in this really weird contract with them where all the money's in a trust and he cannot access it until 2025. So he was just in this weird position where he had spent all of his money and he was owed hundreds of millions of dollars and could not get it.
I feel like Shaq. You think Shaq hooked him up? Shaq had to have hooked him.
Yeah, to a certain degree. If you get to pick the other guy, you're okay, well, I liked this guy. You know why? Because he's got a totally different fucking role than me. You know who I don't like? Centers. You know who shouldn't get another MVP? Jokic.
Yeah. Honestly, that is how he feels a lot of the time.
No, yeah, because, he's
Have you
like...
ever heard about, Shaq, fucking hates Bill Walton? Are you aware of that?
Oh, yeah. That there's, an SB Nation video of, beef history where it's, Shaq versus Bill Walton. And it's just because he was, compared to him or something. He's like, I'm better than that fucking slup.
No, literally.
That's, the whole beef.
Shout out to the god, by the way, John Boyce.
That's just some Michael Jordan shit where he's just and I took that personally, and it's just the most mundane bullshit ever.
But Bill Walton actually was pretty crazy in his prime. He fucking locked up Dr. J in the finals.
No, definitely. I mean, Dr. J's a weird guy because he's, I guess, the most successful Sixer of all time by most metrics. So, him or Wilt.
Moses Malone, technically.
Yeah, but I think he only, how many, he won, 3 MVPs? Or was it 2? I think it was 3.
He won 3, but I think he only won
one
with,
with
Sixers.
us. Yeah,
but I'm saying he won as a Sixer, and we won the finals that year.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Julius Erving was probably a better player in his prime, but by the time he made it to the Sixers, he was kind of already over that hill. Where Moses was directly in his prime. But it was
True.
but it was about to end.
Those style of players, I mean,
But also, like, Julius Erving is just more iconic to Philly than Moses is. Like, Moses, like, people forget he even existed.
oh yeah. But like, it's weird. Like the Charles Barkley archetype of players was so dominant for like 15 years, and then it just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, don't talk shit about Kenny Lofton like that.
Yo, I miss him, dude.
Dude,
Blue Coats
like,
fell
I
off
mean,
as soon as we got rid of
The
him.
dominance of power forwards in the 2000s was crazy. You
Yeah.
had Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki,
Sure,
Chris
but
Bosh,
they were
Chris
like
Webber.
different. Like they were all like highly skilled. Like what you're talking about is just like
No,
this
no, but-
this like 6'8" guy who was really just a bouncer.
No, but what I'm saying is like the traditional power forward doesn't exist anymore.
That's what I'm talking
Like,
about. Where it's a
you
6'8"
have
guy
to
that just
shoot.
beats the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, like Dirk Nowitzki is what the power forward is now.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of what the center is now too.
On real teams, anyway.
Like Wemby,
Honestly-
Wemby's more like Dirk than he is Shaq by like 1,000,000%. Honestly, Joel is like sort of a hybrid, but I think he's definitely more on the Dirk side of things.
Oh
Certainly.
yeah, no. Like Joel's fucking fadeaway jumper is Dirk Nowitzki to a T.
I like that Joel's been making some of these like interesting like 3-point shots. Like they haven't all gone in, but he's like clearly like when he hurt his leg, someone put him in a chair at the correct level and he just mechanically practiced.
He used to shoot a lot more of them when Ben Simmons was on the team, but now there's just like not a reason to because
Yeah.
we have a guard that's shoots.
Now
You know,
I know this was like a couple
40%.
weeks ago, but did you guys see that crazy buzzer beater that Kyrie Irving made against Jokic?
Yeah, it was awesome. That
yeah, I
was
think
really
I
beast.
saw a clip on YouTube.
That is one of the fucking craziest shots I've ever seen.
The way he
Like,
contorts his body, he like makes his body a full crescent moon in the name of Islam and lands the craziest 3-pointer I've ever seen. It's awesome.
I went to this game last season. It was a regular season game between the Sixers and Boston. We actually lost, but in the end of this fucking game, Embiid makes this like 75-footer with one hand at the buzzer, but it was after the buzzer, so it didn't count.
I remember seeing this.
But
yeah.
I saw that in real time, and he fucking made that shot.
He's
The
hit
craziest
a
thing
couple of those, but it never counts. That's like the most annoying part.
How do you even do that? How the fuck do you have that like level of like?
He just
Well,
gets so angry when he loses.
He's got his arms are like 5 feet long, and his biceps are the size of my torso.
But big guys can't shoot.
No, but you're just so fucking strong. You heave it up there, and then 1 out of 100 times you get lucky.
And big guys can shoot now. That's kind of what we're talking
That's
about.
true as well.
I don't know if you guys know this, but like Joel's dad was like a professional handball player.
Yeah, I did
Maybe
know that.
He
I
just
didn't. That's
has
awesome.
he has that just handling, that level of just like that Kyrie level of fucking handling the ball. Yeah, before Joel transitioned to basketball, he was actually going to be a professional volleyball player.
Yeah.
Volleyball, and he played soccer as a kid, and that's where he learned like a lot of his fancy footwork and shit.
Well, yeah, that's how Hakeem Olajuwon got the footwork too, and it's for similar reasons. Soccer's just big in Africa.
Yeah.
It's big everywhere in the world, but here, basically. He was just saying he would.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was just
Anywhere
saying he'd
that has
love.
a field of grass.
I mean, you're right. You need nothing for soccer, and that's probably a good reason.
It's just like a ball of twine or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
You're kicking around a goat. It doesn't matter. You really don't need anything. That's what they do in like fucking the Caucasus or whatever.
all right. This is a question I want to
Whoa,
have.
lay it on me.
Who's your MVP this year?
I don't fucking care. I don't care even a little bit. Give it to Jokic. Give it to Luka.
Tyrese Maxey.
Give it to fucking Luka because everybody's been wanting to give him one, and I just want people to shut the fuck up about it.
No, dude, Luka's averaging better stats than Jokic did
Then-
in his last MVP
Then
season.
give it to Luka. and then get eliminated in the second round.
Yeah, I was going to say, Luka can have it because that's all he'll ever have.
Yeah, I don't know.
I doubt that. Luka's gonna end up leaving Dallas.
But to what?
For his sake, God, I hope so. But...
He has to go to a team that's willing to make him the primary option immediately, and I really don't know a contending team that can do that.
He'll have to like sign in free agency, otherwise, and like that's the shit that kills me about like these fucking like superstars asking for trades. It's like, okay, but then the team that you're going to has to give up literally everything, and then you're in the same fucking position you started in. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I could see Danny Ainge.
The Jazz?
The Jazz? Yeah, dude, they have a lot.
Talk about
of
a
picks.
lateral move, though. Like,
yeah, what the fuck?
He's not any closer to contending with the Jazz. I agree that Mark Cuban is a fraud and you should get away from him, but...
I mean,
Like,
although
if they can
honestly,
build a
Dan, though, fucking Lauri Markkanen and Luka would probably be a
Edwards.
pretty nasty duo.
That's what I'm saying.
And Laurie
Lauri
would be
Markkanen
willing to
is
step
not a-
aside and make him the primary
Lauri
option.
Markkanen is a very like off-ball player. He's
Yeah.
a catch-and-shoot guy. He can get to the rim. It's the kind of guy you want next to Luka.
I guess
Like-
I can't argue with that logistically.
Yeah. I just like I can't take the Jazz seriously because they're in fucking Utah.
Yeah.
And they're called the Jazz.
Yeah, it sounds
Go
like
back to New Orleans. What the fuck
it sounds
is
like a
it?
racist joke. The Utah Jazz? Jesus Christ.
The Jazz always have the same. I feel like every time the Jazz is like actually relevant, they have the same fucking problem. That like they just build this like 2-man team and try to win like that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of what you're advocating for.
That's
Have
true.
to-
That's
They
true.
don't have to. They have all of these assets. They have a lot of fucking assets. Like what they got for Rudy Gobert is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they got a haul. I don't argue. I won't argue with that. What was I going to say? Okay, so there's a question. Do you think Markkanen is a sizable upgrade over Kyrie?
It's not an upgrade, but because they play different. They're like
yeah,
different.
it's
Completely,
style
it's a
of
better
play.
fit.
Yeah, it's a better the
Kyrie's definitely the better player, but like next to Luka, give me fucking Lauri Markkanen 10 out of 10 times.
Luka and Kyrie don't work for the same reason that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't work. It's too redundant.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like two of the same thing. How could we possibly lose? It's hard, though, because when you look at the people who've been next to him, he had Jalen Brunson next to him. It was before he, really stepped up like he did this year.
But is that, again, not just the same thing, but slightly worse?
Exactly.
You know?
But Brunson is still bigger than Kyrie and was more physical.
Yeah, Kyrie cannot get physical right now. He is too old for that, probably, at this point.
He never could. Kyrie's always been an undersized player.
Yeah, he just, beats guys off the dribble
That's
and with
why
his
he gets
handles.
the Allen Iverson comparisons.
Yeah, but when you're younger, it's a lot easier for those guys when they're younger, basically.
That's true. And
you can take more of a beating.
And you also just slow down as you age. But
Exactly.
And
You get older, you feel it a little bit more.
Not everybody ages like the guy he was supposed to take over for. Or not take over for, but
yeah, like
the
Harry.
fact that Kyrie's getting old as LeBron's getting old is crazy.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Their careers will probably end at a similar time.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Bronny of it all? Do you think he sticks in the draft? Do you think he goes to another school through this draft portal?
Dan, you strike me as a guy that wants to draft Bronny so we get LeBron.
I don't hate that idea.
I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice either, but we need someone, and I don't know who the fuck is coming.
We desperately need a forward.
Yeah, it's oh, no, I don't want the greatest fucking forward of all time.
And we're getting him at 55 years old, granted, but...
I don't care.
Yeah. That's a fair point. That's the most astute response to that I've ever heard. Who cares? And, we'd be throwing away a draft pick, but Jesus Christ, if the Sixers won't do that anyway.
Yeah, we've thrown away enough draft picks over the last years. Who cares?
Yeah, we can afford 2 for LeBron. That's an interesting question, though.
No. I want my second-round pick that we'll give to the Boston Celtics.
Exactly. It's very important that we train a player for a couple of years and then give him to our worst enemies.
Yeah. Jaden Springer's really going off lately, huh?
Okay.
Listen, I for the record, was never mad about that.
It was the most shocking thing at the deadline, though. At the deadline, I was like, what?
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like you got 2 fucking guards and then got rid of 2 fucking guards. Like it's like
Simple math when you look at it that way.
You know, and then when your second best player is also a guard, it's like you want 4 fucking guards on this team, one of which can't shoot the fucking ball. Like it, you know.
The can't shoot thing is like, you know.
Yeah, and it's like the classic Sixers kryptonite. So it's like I best of wish Jaden Springer. Best case scenario he'll end up being like a Drew Holiday type of guy, and I hope he achieves that, but not right now, not for us.
You know what I think is super underrated right now, and I'm not just saying this because he went to fucking Gonzaga in Spokane.
What?
But Domantas Sabonis is not getting enough credit for the Kings even being relevant.
I was just saying he gets too much credit, and he's a merchant.
Sabonis?
Yes.
What? No.
Let's rank the centers in the league. Tell me where he lands, right? In his position, how good is he compared to the rest of the league?
You got an easy first 2.
Yeah.
I think Sabonis is probably a top 5 center in the league.
All right, so it's Jokic, Embiid, AD.
No.
Fucking what? Lay it on me.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, fine. You want to swap the
Jokic,
2? I respect
Jokic,
your Sixers patriotism, but
I got Embiid, Jokic,
sure.
AD, Sabonis, Bam Adebayo.
I've got Bam before Sabonis for sure. And then I'm trying to think if I'm knocking him. He might be.
Dude, I'm with Dan. I'm putting Sabonis ahead. I just think offense matters more.
Better shooter, but
Don't get me
in
wrong,
the
I
role,
love
Bam.
Adebayo. He's a great player.
He's like the best center to have if your center isn't your best player.
Yes.
I agree with that.
And I would just, I hate to be this guy, but
He is like the highest level of player you can be without getting called like elite.
Yeah, without like being in MVP conversations.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I hate to be this guy, but Kings are in happy to be here territory, and the Heat, while barely in the playoffs, might not make it through the play-in, or could be in the finals.
That's the thing,
and
is
have
that,
been
the Heat
recently.
Do not have like a superstar. They just have 2 guys that are really good.
Sure, they have
But
a
Jimmy
superstar.
Butler turns into a superstar. I mean, historically, whether it happens again, I'm becoming more skeptical as the years go on. But I've yet to be proven right. So
I'm not saying Jimmy didn't go off for some of those games last year, but the Heat's depth pulled through more than people are remembering.
But that's every fucking playoff team, man.
Well, specifically with the Heat, though, I mean, there's that Pat Riley devil magic factor. Like, where do they get these guys? They pay them nothing. They can all get 20 points.
And Jack, no, it's not. Like, they had dudes that were, like, undrafted, just drilling threes. That's fucking unheard of.
They always do. Every time. It's Pat Riley is the devil. He's made a deal with Satan. I don't know how you compete with that. We have to wait till his soul is reclaimed by hell.
But even if you look at, like, all right, so this isn't the bench, but even if you look at the Nuggets, like, there were games that Jokic didn't do particularly well, but then Jamal Murray dropped, like, 50 fucking points. Right, like that, like you need like that kind of thing to happen to have like a finals playoff run.
And thank God we have a Jamal Murray now.
I really think Aaron Gordon.
And Aaron Gordon, that's another
Gordon,
thing that solidifies the point I'm trying to make.
Aaron Gordon for me is the X factor for the Nuggets. He spaces the floor. He commands. You can't double anybody because
but that's the point I'm trying to make, where it's like you need games that are won by the other guys, and it's like you're right in that the Heat have more other guys, but also their main guy does drop 40 points in I don't know, 5 games in the playoffs,
That's the problem. That's the problem with the Celtics, in my opinion, is that there's too many other guys, and Tatum could never take the fucking torch.
Yes, he's never the guy, and that's
Is he
not
the
true.
first guy you'd even give the ball to? He's great, but there's so much going on that Celtics team. It's almost too many chefs.
But he's really good, not great, and that's the problem. Where it's like you have really good and then good, and like really good and then a bunch of other good players, and it's like the difference there isn't great enough to justify giving him the ball every single time. But then everything fucking crumbles when the other guys aren't doing good, because then he won't show up when it matters the fuck most, because he's not great. He's not Jokic. He's not Embiid. He's not playoff Jimmy Butler. I don't know.
I wholeheartedly believe it. Now, you asked me a month ago, 2 months ago, who had the best shot at stopping Boston in the East, I would have told you it was New York. Now, with the injuries that they are facing, we're the only team that can beat them.
I would have said it was Miami, but
I agree.
I think it is probably the Sixers.
I was a New York guy at the time too. Yeah, I hate the terrible, odious shooting of Julius Randle.
That's the best. That's the best announcer quote I have. I want to hear him say that about Tobias Harris.
Literally,
that's what I want to hear.
Literally. But he was important, man, and missing him is big. I mean, is OG coming back? Are they just mulliganing it at this point? It's really hard to say where they're at.
Dude, it's not just, it's, who are they missing? They're missing OG, they're missing Julius Randle.
They're out OG and Randle, and, they are, one of them is the third and one of them is the fourth most important player, right?
Everybody shits on Julius Randle.
I love to.
It's just funny.
He is so vital to that team.
Yes, he makes shots, man. It's really important to have a guy who can shoot the ball. We really need a couple, always.
Julius Randle is one of the only people in the league left that played with Kobe.
He played with Kobe?
Yeah, so did Jordan Clarkson.
How old is Julius Randle?
Julius Randle's fucking old.
Is he? I didn't fucking realize that.
He's like 29. That's not super old.
Oh, he's younger than Embiid, and I'm like, he's a spry young chicken still, because I'm coping. But
yeah,
All right, wait, hold on, young Dan. I want to go through the playoff picture. All right, so it's Sixers playing. You think the Sixers Heat playing? Who wins?
I don't think the Sixers are going to play in the play-in.
Ooh.
All right.
You think we got this? You think we're getting that last red
There
cup?
was like a fucking 8% chance we could take the 6th seed. You think that's happening?
Yes.
All right.
100%.
You're a godsend.
So you're betting
I
on.
hope you're right.
We're really betting on. Let's look this up. Is the Pacers losing 2 more games, right?
Yeah, because they already beat the Heat.
Oh,
I think it would have objectively been better if the Heat won that game and then lost a game.
Yes, but that was the only game the Heat
Pacers-
were likely to lose. I
I
think.
need the Pacers to lose to the All right, what is it?
2 of the 3 of Raptors, Cavs, and Hawks.
They could realistically lose to the Cavs. The Hawks is a stretch.
I can see them losing to the Raptors. The Raptors play like a very physical game that Indiana's not good at.
Yeah, with their superstar Kelly Olynyk.
I mean, I would agree if you said that a year ago.
I don't know. I see the Pacers losing these games.
You know what? Here's a real thing that I will say in favor of that, actually. When these teams that are not going to the playoffs, this is their last chance, literally. Then their season's over. They got something to prove. And granted, Pacers are fighting for their life too right now, but...
Is Trae Young up for contract? I feel like...
I don't think so. I think it might be like next year, or like the year after next year he has an option. Just based off of the way people talk about it, but I know he's not a free agent this offseason.
No, he is not. He's not free agent for another couple of years.
Yeah.
But still, there's like a narrative around Trae Young now, and always at the end of the season, he like just catches fire. Dude, do you remember the Hawks-Boston series last year?
Yes, I do. That was cool.
Everyone had Boston sweeping. and the Hawks pushed them to like 6, which is like it's not the. They won 2 games, but still, why the fuck did the Hawks win 2 games?
Well, I think Boston just didn't take it all that seriously. Like, they
But
gave
it's
their
also-
guys a chance to rest, which is a good thing
It's
if you
also
plan to win.
it's also Boston though. Like they historically, and saying this as a Sixers fan is fucking hilarious. But they historically play down to the level of their competition.
But it's virtually the same thing. Boston won a championship in 2007 with Doc Rivers. That was the last one,
2008.
right? Or 8, whatever.
Yeah, but they had fucking Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and what the hell's that other guy's name? Paul Pierce.
That's what I'm saying. They
Rajon Rondo, Kendrick Perkins.
Well, I don't give a fuck about Kendrick Perkins.
Rajon Rondo, though.
Yeah,
Rajon
no,
Rondo's so underrated.
you're right on that. You're right on that.
One of the only players to win a championship with the Celtics and the Lakers.
Good for that guy.
My man
guess.
loves money.
Yeah, honestly, fuck that guy. Just for doing that.
Basketball fascist playing for those 2 teams.
Yeah.
But fucking, I don't know, like.
All right. So say the Sixers Heat play in the unlikely circumstance. Do you
I have the Sixers taking that.
Sixers? All right. So then Sixers Bucks.
Dude, are you kidding?
I'm Sixers 100%. I assume you're there.
Yeah, dude, I don't think. I think it's going to be a 5-game series.
I have not spoken to a single person who believes in
The
Doc
Bucks.
Rivers.
Yeah.
Specifically, they were like, oh, okay, it's over. As soon as that happened, and everyone still feels that way.
So then round 2 would be the Cavs. I think most likely Cavs or Knicks, right?
The Knicks are not going anywhere. They might get first round bounced.
So then I think the Cavs and Knicks, standings as they are now, the Cavs and Knicks play round 1, right?
Yeah, we would probably fit. No. Where we are right now.
Or no, I'm
might
forgetting about the
be-
fucking Magic.
Oh, yeah, the 3rd seed, you mean?
Yeah, I think it's
Then-
Cavs, the
Oh, no,
Cavs
no,
Magic
that's gonna
round
be-
1. Right? Or what the fuck?
That's
Is the
gonna be
Magic the
first
3rd
round
seed?
series.
Yes, look.
That's crazy.
And in
Yeah,
fact,
no,
so
they're in a
pretty
position.
sure-
They're going to
So-
catch the Bucks. They're going to be 2 seed, probably.
Damn.
I'm
So it
fairly
would be
certain-
Knicks
I'm fairly
Cavs.
certain-
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be. No, I think it would.
It'd be
someone
no,
was
it'd be
saying
Magic
Knicks
Pacers,
Magic.
Magic Pacers, Knicks Cavs.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be Knicks Magic?
No, they're 3 and 4 right now.
Yeah.
I would feel bad for the rim in that series.
All right. So Pacers, Cavs. My money's on Cavs. Or I'm sorry, Pacers, Knicks. Or wait, what? Pacers, Magic. That's
Oh,
tough.
Jesus. I'm going to go Magic just because I want to
Magic
believe.
Just sounds gross.
Yeah, for a playoff series, yeah, I know.
You don't want
I
to see a
wouldn't
team
want
with
it.
good offense and no defense play a team with good defense and no offense.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, it's
god. I think
like
my
the
money's on the Pacers in that. As much as I love Paolo, but
It's like
I fully don't
we're
care. I'm
looking
going
at, like,
Magic.
the most missed shots in a playoff series in NBA history.
yeah.
Playoff series game with sub 70 points.
Yeah, like
I want to believe.
Yeah, but then it'll be that. Then the next game, the Pacers will score 140.
Yes, it'll be unprecedented.
Yeah, it'll please all the fucking old heads watching 90s defense.
Yeah, watching a bunch of guys nobody care about not score basketball.
Like,
All right, my money would be on the Pacers in that series. I just think.
oh no, me too.
I agree with you.
Magic.
I agree with
right?
you too conceptually, but I don't know. I don't care that much, and I want to believe in the Magic for their own sake. I want them to do better than the Heat. I think that'd be funny.
So then Pacers, probably Celtics, I would assume. Well, I guess it would be Celtics or Hawks or Bulls. So.
Sorry, I have the.
Or no, because then
I
the
have
Heat.
Pace-
It would be Celtics Heat if we have the Sixers winning. Because I would take the Heat over the Bulls or the Hawks, right?
No,
No?
I'm just saying. Who you say? Heat Celtics? You said?
Yeah, for round 1. That's the question. Dude, that's. Yeah,
There's no. You know what I want to
Yeah,
say?
but what if it happened, man?
But, dude, and it might be the
no
most
way,
likely outcome.
There's no way.
that series
we
happening.
Can't get that lucky.
It should be impossible.
Get that lucky.
It would be historically
It
unprecedented.
wouldn't even be lucky. It is probably if you did the math, it's probably statistically speaking the most likely outcome.
If you believe history is a circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and you might think this is weird.
Okay, lay it on me, I guess. Do you love me, Dan?
We need to beat Boston in the playoffs.
I agree. Dude, I would
I don't
love.
know if you know this. We have not beat Boston in a playoff series since 1982.
Listen, but I want to face them in the conference finals. To me, I want to face the main villain at the end of the story. You know what I mean? Like, if we play them round one and we bounce them, then it's like, all right, well, now we just, like, who do we face? The fucking Cavs?
Yeah.
Who we've been destroying without Embiid? Like, you know, how much fun is that?
That's what everybody said about, the year Iverson brought us to the finals. We played, I think, the Raptors in the second round, and it was like Iverson and Vince Carter were going back and forth. It was a crazy series.
Sure.
We eventually won, and then we like beat the shit out of the Bucks in the conference finals, and nobody cared. Like,
yeah. That seems unsatisfying to me.
Yeah, like, did you guys watch the Nuggets run last year at all?
I watched a little bit. I was pretty depressed at the time, given what happened to the Sixers.
Yeah, I watched enough to confirm that they would beat the Celtics, and then I watched the Celtics lose to the Heat, which was great.
I'll be honest with you. I think their first round series against the Timberwolves was the best series of their entire run.
Who did they play? They played the Timberwolves, then was it the Lakers?
Warriors, Lakers, right? No?
The Lakers was the conference finals. I want to say
I think it was Warriors.
No, I think the Lakers played the Warriors.
Did they?
In the second round.
Yeah,
I want to say they played the Suns.
Really?
I think you're right. That sounds right to me. Well, the Suns should have been a tough series, I guess. Or no, because they didn't even. Because then or maybe that was the year before. Like
I'm pulling up the bracket right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because I think Devin Booker got hurt.
Denver, Minnesota, Denver, Phoenix, Denver, LA. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But it was Phoenix, Minnesota, then LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, they took out Minnesota in 5,
And
Phoenix
then-
in 6,
And then,
and then the Lakers in 4.
and then the Heat in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of. Listen,
They were a fucking buzzsaw, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a hater, but that is kind of a pretty easy playoff path, given last year's teams.
I don't know.
The best series last year, in my opinion, was the first round Golden State playing Sacramento.
Yeah, no, you're probably right on that. Because Sacramento was like wasn't Sacramento like the fucking 1 seed or something last year?
I thought
It was
Nuggets
3
had the
seed.
3
Denver
seed.
was the 1 seed.
They were the 1 seed at one point, but yeah, you're right.
It was like this year with the Thunder and the.
Yeah, maybe I'm a fucking East elitist, but I'm like, have we considered the possibility that the West actually isn't that good?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the West is as deep as everyone says it is.
Yeah. It's because I don't believe in. The only team that I actually see winning a title is the Nuggets.
See,
from the West.
It's weird. The Nuggets are in a class of their own, and then like 2 through 6 is super tight.
Yeah, but it's like they're all close, right? Regular season record wise, but it's like from like a playoff pedigree standpoint, I don't fucking believe in any of them other than the Nuggets.
And honestly, the East is very similar. Everyone talks about how tight the West is, but what's the difference in games between 2 and 6 seed? You ask. 2.
Yeah.
2 games in the East.
Boston just kind of ran away with shit.
But yeah, Boston's like fucking like 16 games ahead of everybody.
That's why I need them to lose in the first round of the Miami Heat
it
and
would
just
be
have to
amazing.
blow up.
Yeah, lose to a play-in team. Oh, that would be hilarious. A play-in team that lost
Yes, to us.
To us. Yeah, that would fucking rule.
Losing with a team as deep as they have would be fucking crazy.
It would be fucking unprecedented. I don't even know what they do. They have to trade Jaylen Brown. They cannot sign Tatum to a max. Fucking Drew Holiday will just leave.
Bro, like...
It's probably our dream, actually, when I say that out loud.
I don't want Drew Holiday. He's cooked.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't think he's cooked.
Yeah, I'll give anybody the fucking vet minimum.
That's what I'm saying, baby. I love my vet minimums.
Dude, I'm telling you, give me fucking DeMarcus Cousins. I want him as our third string center. It's amazing that nobody wants to give him money.
How much money does he want?
We need to sign Taco Fall right now.
Yeah. Let's bring Yao Ming back. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, right. Like,
Dude, I wait with bated breath.
Bro, I was showing this girl I've been seeing like how tall Victor Wembanyama is. I showed her this picture of him.
I
next
think
to
Yao
Kevin
Ming's
Durant.
taller.
Young Dan, you're too short to be showing people pictures of Victor Wembanyama. You can't be doing that.
That's fair. There's like pictures of him standing next to Kevin Durant, and it's like that dude's 6'11", and he looks fucking short next to this dude.
Joel looks up at him. It's like a political cartoon. It's insane.
Yeah. Like, did you see somebody made like an entire team in 2K that it's an entire fucking lineup of Muggsy Bogues, and they had them going up against Wemby.
Nothing I love more than a short guy with heart.
It's so funny for no reason. Like,
Perfect. No notes.
no, like I think in like 20 years there's going to maybe not even 20 years. I feel like the power forward position's completely going to go away, and it's going to be like a 3-position game.
I think I basically agree with that. It's not that different on like the top contending teams when they build around 3 guys now. It's all about you have shooting, and then you get your 2 defense guys, and you got your star.
Yeah, but not even that. Like it's like center, forward, guard. That's it.
Yeah.
I guess it all started with like Magic Johnson, because nobody thought of like he could be a point guard because he was so tall.
I mean, you're right. The whole height thing, right?
Yeah, and then like LeBron changed shit too, because like he was like a big muscular guy who could facilitate.
So the question will be, eventually we'll find out if Wembanyama is that guy or not. He seems to think he is, and he's playing pretty well, so we'll see. Anyway, Dan, actually, we are probably going to get out of here pretty soon. It is 10 o'clock, and Jack has to work at dawn.
This is a
All right.
fact.
The one thing I want to say,
Hit it.
who do you want to put next Wemby?
Ooh,
Oh, damn! I haven't.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram?
I just want him off the Pelicans.
Honestly, put Scoot next to him. Give Scoot a redemption arc.
I think Luka and Wemby would be fucking
Yeah, but
unstoppable.
put fucking Luka next to like any big guy. You know, that's like
That's
the
true,
easy
that's true.
answer.
And how will that even work with the
Okay.
ball, right? Is Luka going to be willing to work with Wemby like that?
Okay,
Isn't that kind of
maybe,
like 2 big guys?
Maybe, actually, I think Brunson might actually work better with him.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you
Brunson's...
I mean, Tyree,
If we didn't have-
any small guard that's really good at scoring.
If we didn't have
would-
Maxey, I mean, Brunson would be like my favorite guy in that role in the league right now, I think. Just a-
No, I mean, he's probably my
To be honest with
favorite.
you, I
though.
can't hate the Knicks because of how many Villanova guys
Dude,
are on that team.
We've been talking about
I
this. It's
experience
really
this
hard.
every day
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
life.
Well, if any of us have a backup team, it's the Knicks winning without the terrible, odious shooting of Julius Randle.
Dude, I can't root for the fucking Knicks.
Yeah.
I'd rather die.
All right, guys, I'll let you go.
All right, buddy.
Alright,
Hey,
peace
this
out,
was fun.
Dan.
We're going to call you again the next time we're talking ball.
Yeah. All right, peace out, guys.
All right, peace out, brother.
Peace out.
Well, folks, that was fun. I guess since our calling the other guy segment worked, that'll work. He'll be the third host. Let's see when he finds out he's the third host. We didn't tell him he's on the podcast, so
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see how that goes.
The odds of him knowing this podcast exists is next to zero, considering 25 insane people listen to this shit.
Yeah, but he is on YouTube listening to insane
That's
podcasts.
true. He is searching Sixers and then refreshing every 15 minutes.
Yeah, so I guess that's the show, folks. I've been Joe. The other guy was Young Dan. Expect more of him, I guess.
Yes, and I'm Old Jack.
We got Young Dan, we got Old Jack, and I don't know.
Sloppy Joe.
And Sloppy Joe. Beautiful. Thanks for listening to the 76 Sixers. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Argue with us. Tell me that Dominic Sabonis is not a fraud.
His name is not Dominic.
I know.